So welcome back for the combat encounter. So as we enter this first room, we get advised in the storybook to open page 12 to 13 of the encounter book. This is in our preparation part of this text. Okay, so let's get one page further. And you can see here that we have a beautifully depicted map of the area. I mean, you know this from Jaws of the Lion or a few other games. And this is our combat encounter map. So here we can have the whole scenario played out. As soon as we enter the room, we get the setup instructions and the victory conditions and our special rules. Special rules are always written in the storybook as well as in the encounter book, both on the right side. My screen is now a bit in the way. Let me just put it over here. So here you see the special rules on the right side of the encounter book, and it's exactly the same text as in the storybook. So if you have a few more players, you can just give around the storybook for others to read, and rest of the group can look at the map and interact with the map. But first up, we've got to do the setup. So let's do this. In this game, it's quite easy to set up because all the stuff which you need to set up on the map is actually depicted on the map. So you see, for example, here, you've got the enemy depictions of the security droids level 1 and the biomutants all depicted on the map. So we just place the amount of enemies which are depicted on the map. Here it's 2 times a biomutant. Here it's 1 time a biomutant, 1 time a security droid, 1 security droid, and another 1. So let's go ahead, do this. We already built up a spawn pool. A spawn pool is just it's also said in the setup instructions what is inside your spawn pool. And the spawn pool is the amount of monsters or enemies which you will have spawned at any time in this encounter. It can differ, and it's a strategic instrument for the players as well to see what will come in the spawn phase to the encounter map, because you always know it's open information what is in the spawn pool, which is already on the board, and what is in the spawn pool. So you know exactly how many things can spawn during a spawn round. But to this I will come later. The spawn pool for this first encounter is 6 biomutants and 6 security droids. Here we have them. So we need 3 of those security droids, get them over here, and place them on the corresponding spaces on the map. I take another 3 biomutants and place them on the map. 2 are in this space and 1 is in this space. Then we have here the 4 depictions of the characters, so seems as if all the characters are starting on the same space. Nice. Okay. We place the character standees or miniatures on the relevant spaces. Let's take Valid and Ada. Actually. So after we've placed all the enemies and characters, we are placing the loot. Loot tokens are those green ones. I see them there. All what I'm doing now is written in the storybook. So just refer to the setup instructions in the storybook to do it by yourself. Every scenario has them. Okay, so we take the loot tokens, 3 of them. 1 here, 1 there, and 1 over here. Then next, we are instructed to place blocked tokens on every special space A. You see, our special spaces are numbered with letters. So we have special space A, special space B, and the last one is the objective space over here, C. And to all of those spaces, some special rules refer, but they are quite simple in the first scenario. It's just place a block token on any special space A. Okay, so we take the block tokens. Those are these over here. And the rules, what they are doing, I will explain it to you in a moment. But it's written as well in the encounter book as in the storybook. So no referring to the rule book for those rules which are in the encounter. So special space 1, second one, third one, fourth, but I think there's a 5th. Yeah, here. So now we have placed the block tokens, and we are almost ready to go. Just have an overview over the rest of the special rules. So special space A has a block token in it, and those are spaces which you cannot traverse with your characters. They cannot do movement into or over special spaces. And you don't have any line of sight through or into this space. And also out of it. This is important because enemies can go through special spaces, but they don't have any line of sight through them or out of them either. So those is the rule for special space A. It's burning spaces. So they are blocking our way quite badly, especially if you imagine on this map you cannot move through red lines. You have no line of sight and no movement through red lines. So you're quite stuck in this situation. But fortunately, there is a rule for special space B. Those are these two spaces. And the special rule says, if you are on the space and you interact with it, you can push over one of the biotanks and all the water pours out of it into the flame. And as soon as this happens, the flame gets extinguished and you can take off the block token, and now the space is free to move over and also have line of sight through it. So you can make your way open through pushing over biotanks. This is something which Ada also screams over here in the small text. We need to destroy the tanks. This one looks unstable. Keep the mutants at bay. I will try to extinguish the flames. So you get a little bit of a hint over there as well, but the rules say it quite obviously. And then to the last special space. This is special space C. It's over here. And this space is the objective space. And when you come into it, you can read this in the storybook. I just say it for context. When you come into the room, you hear a terrible scream of somebody, like perhaps bleeding out. And Ada immediately raises up her nanopulsar and storms into the room. We have to help this person over there. There's somebody alive, still alive, and this person is attacked by mutants and close to death. And the victory conditions for this encounter are: get to this special space C, to the objective space, until round 4 with any character, or until round 6 with Ada, because Ada is our doctor. She can like give help to this bleeding out person a bit longer. But you have to get there, and this is not so easy as it might seem. I mean, first off, we have a few enemies situated on the board which will try to block us. But then, before I come to the character activation turn, I will just show you how the scenario will work. I mean, you can make it out for yourself. If you are not interested in any spoilers, just pause the video here and have a look at the map and try to figure out how you have to move. But I will just tell you for the purpose of it, holding it easy. You can move along this way and then up to here, for example, but here the passageway is blocked as well. Here, you cannot go through this block token. You cannot go through this block token. So you're actually stuck in this area. But to go to special space B and taking off this or that block token, you can make a passage, for example, going over here. This is a jump point. You can go over this point. You can cross the red line, but for a special cost, you have to interact with it. And then you can go over this jump point to this space, and then all along this row to this special space B. And here you can extinguish, for example, this flame. And now the passageway is open and you can reach special space C and get the victory conditions. This was the strategic overview of the encounter. And now let's go to the mechanics of the game. And let's start with the character activation phase. So see you in the next video.